Well, okay, Chairman, let me just ask you this question, because I know that it's not easy when you want to fight corruption. That corruption will fight back.
That's true.
Now, give us an example of a case where corruption fights back when you're fighting corruption, because there was this conference workshop I attended about 2 weeks ago, and one of your persons from ICPC came and gave us some scenarios of what is happening there, how ICPC fights corruption, and the people who just because they have the muscle, they have the resources to fight back. Give us some scenarios.
Yeah, that is true. But for 1 year I spent as ICPC chairman, I can see up to now that it didn't fight back here. But I was Attorney General of Jigawa State for about 4.5 years.
Okay.
I have seen how corruption really fights back, because I was there are many issues that I blocked where I was there, and I know what happened, because I had a lot of pressure, and also those who feel like you are trying to stop what we are doing, and it went to the extent that I was Attorney General, but I was taken to the Legal Practitioner and Disciplinary Committee, that because I said that there are certain things that have been done, I will not allow it to happen. And it took a lot of pressure on me, because I know how, and to tell you the truth, there are people in this country that, in fact, they can brag to tell you that they can do and undo. I have seen that, because of those things who I block what they are doing. They told me, look, AG, we are going to deal with you. And I told them, look, you can do whatever you want to do. And it took me from 2020 up to 2023. Up to 2023, I was battling with that. When I applied for SAN, they wrote petitions against me, saying things that are not true. But I told them, look, you can do whatever you want to do. But I ensured that I blocked. One area whereby I faced resistance was in insisting on meritocracy. Because I have seen how people that are incompetent have been promoted in the area of justice sector. That's why I say, no, we can't allow it. So this is whereby people feel like they can do and undo, and they can use their resources to blackmail you, to put, because there were a lot of publication against me in the media. And unfortunately, even the media, instead of to ask me, let me give my own version of the story, they didn't. They just go to the press and saying that I did so and so, which is not true. So like I said, that is true, that when you fight corruption, it will fight back. And for me, I am ready for it, because I know that this is something that I am in it, and I believe in God. I know that our Creator will not allow evil to thrive in this country.
Do you have a mechanism to ensure that within your own ranks and file, that you address this issue of allegation of misconduct, or corruption by your staff?
Yes, there are rules and regulations internal which we are using to ensure that whenever there's allegation of corruption, we investigate. Whenever we find somebody who is culpable, we put him into the due process. Because about one problem is that I could recall there was an allegation against one of our staff. But when I asked the petitioner, please bring up the evidence, where he alleged that money was given. When he said that, Chairman, how do you expect me to bring evidence? I said, if you raise allegation, you must bring evidence. So I am calling on Nigeria, if there is any issue which you have, gather your facts, gather your evidence, bring it, we will look at it. But the main challenge is that sometimes people will raise allegation, or when you call them to bring up the evidence, then you will see that they will not show up. So because once there is allegation, we have mechanism to follow the due process to ensure that disciplinary processes are followed, so that those who are guilty are being punished appropriately.
Before we go to Hamza now, you talked about public trust and the whistleblower,
Yes.
act before the National Assembly, which you're advocating for them to sign. And let's talk about, apart from the public trust, let's talk about the inter-agency coordination between your other corruption agency in Nigeria. How do you coordinate investigations across board?
Yeah, when I come in as chairman, one thing I have been pushing, which if you go to the space you will see, that I ensure that I reach out to all the anti-corruption agencies and other security agencies so that we can work together. I have always reaching out to them when there are issues, when we need support, when they need support. I always reach out to them. Go and look at the record. I'm the first chairman of ICPC who visited EFCC. When I came in, I went there and we discussed so many things.
So there's no power struggle?
No. Because for me, I don't believe in power struggle. Why? Because I know whether you like it or not, all the anti-corruption agencies, they have their own strengths. There are areas where ICPC has strengths. You cannot take it out of there. There are areas whereby EFCC have their own strengths. There are areas whereby code of conduct. There are areas whereby NAPTIP, NDLEA. So no agency, like I said, or no individual can fight corruption alone. In fact, it's not even local issue. You even need international collaboration, because sometimes this person of crime, they are not even, hid here. They will take it abroad. So if you don't collaborate with international organization and civil society, you will not be able to get it. There are so many things. One of the cases I mentioned you here, it was from the civil society that they said, look, Chairman, look at this thing. And when we look at it, we discover more than what they even told us. So that is why I always ensure that we reach out to all the anti-corruption agencies and law enforcement so that we can work together. Because if we don't work together, we cannot fight this corruption, because those who engage in corruption, they are united. So if we are not united, we cannot fight them. Okay. So that is why I ensure that every day, every time I reach out to my colleagues so that we can work together. I know that we had series of meetings with NFIU, CCB, EFCC, the police, and other agencies. We do that as civil society, because like I said, that you can't fight it alone, and you need this inter-agency collaboration, and also the international sphere. And one thing which is good for us.
How do you manage the overlapping functions between your agencies and other government agencies?
Yes, what we
like EFCC and police and all that.
What usually you do that when there are issues that has been taken to us, like petitions, we look at it. There are a person we know that this is out of our mandate, so we refer it to the appropriate agencies, and all of the agencies, they are doing that. You will see that EFCC, CCB, police, they are referring some complaint to us, and also we too, we are referring complaint that we know that is not our mandate to them. And also where we discovered that, because sometimes you find out that while you are investigating a complaint, and also a sister organization also investigated. So if we discover that they have started investigation for us, so we just refer it to so that they will continue, so that we don't duplicate responsibility, because it's government's money. We don't waste government money. We don't also put pressure to people. So we ensure that we don't duplicate our responsibility.
You need to build public trust.
Yes, we need to build public trust, because the reason why that if people don't have trust in you, they will not come to you, they will not open up to you. And also this issue of fight against corruption, it's need trust, because trust is asset of an corruption agency and judiciary. Once there is no trust, then there will be no confidence.
Okay, building trust and confidence.